Yo! We had the fingers fake news. It was on for 2 seconds, we canceled it. Should we play it for 2 seconds? Hopefully this is the last time we gotta play it.
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine?
Such a good song, but now we associate that song with negativity. So we're not gonna do that today. We associate fingers with dumpage, which for some things today, not the best day for altcoins today, but Bitcoin is holding up like a beast today, despite the rest of the market not looking too good. But we'll talk about that today and everything in between. What's going on, Easy? Blurring John, Cezanne, Crypto Shrimp, man. His name is Crypto Shrimp. He made his name the most overrated food in the world, which is shrimp. Has no flavor. 0 flavor, by the way. Shrimp is the most overrated food. Anyways, guys, how you guys feeling today? Is everyone feeling good? Is everyone feeling down? Is everyone feeling nothing? Are we just at that point in the market where everyone feels nothing? I think we are. I think everyone feels nothing. Are we at 100 viewers yet? No? Okay, we still got lower to go. Anyways, let's see. Well, yesterday, I was all on the sideline. I owned no Bitcoin. I owned all AVAX. I was an AVAX maxi, and I missed the ETF pump. Now I am nervous that if we get the real ETF, we will pump hard. I am scared to miss out. You know, I think I will sell my altcoin into Bitcoin now. Yes, I will sell all my altcoin into Bitcoin. I do not want to miss out on the ETF pump when it really happens. Yes, we pumped almost 10% on fake news. Imagine real news, we will go to moon. I think that sums up the market right now. And that's why I'm actually bullish on BTC, because I think a lot of people are going to be feeling that same way as they saw that pump yesterday. And I think a lot of people that were on the sidelines are going to be afraid of missing it when it really happens, because we don't know when it's going to happen. Could happen today, could happen in March, but sometime in the next 5 months, we know that this ETF will get approved. And we saw what a fake ETF approval did. Okay, so I think that's how a lot of people are feeling. And that's why I am bullish on Bitcoin and I am bearish on altcoins. And I think that's going to be the thing is we don't need new money for Bitcoin to go up. We just need people realizing, shit, why am I holding an altcoin when Bitcoin's in an uptrend, altcoins are in downtrend, right? And I think that's what you're going to continue to be seeing. Is today's a perfect example. Bitcoin holding flat, and you got the altcoin market getting pounded today for no reason, really. And there's not the really reason for the altcoin market to get pounded today, but it is, you know, because I think you're going to see more of that, man. And man, I'm feeling good on Bitcoin right now, man. Horse guy stole my thoughts. Hey, man, we got to sum it up for you. We got to sum up the market right now, Anderson. And I think yesterday, guys, I continue to make this, man. I know the popular thing is you want to be all in altcoins. You don't want to be in Bitcoin. Why? Because everyone thinks there's no upside in Bitcoin. That's just not true. That's not true. It's like what we've been brainwashed to think that. Into thinking I'm going to hold altcoins because they have a higher upside. I actually don't know if that's going to be true. I think there's a chance that Bitcoin performs better than a lot of altcoins this cycle. And that might sound crazy, but I think that's actually could be true. So I always say you should be holding Bitcoin in your portfolio of crypto because there's always a chance that Bitcoin solo rallies. You know, there's always that chance. So just make sure you're thinking about that, right? You don't have to be all in Bitcoin, but you should be owning some Bitcoin in your crypto portfolio. If you want to call it that, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Send it, Hoffs. Mike said, Jordan, you say this every day, as Bob would say. We know. We know! But we got to make it clear, man. We got to make it clear. Anyways, Bitcoin's holding up like a rock, fellas. I love this shit. Could we be coming in tomorrow at 7 p.m. tomorrow? We have a 7 p.m. stream tomorrow and the day after. Could we be coming in tomorrow? And could we be playing this? I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance that Bitcoin surprises everyone today. Because everyone's all of a sudden bearish, but it doesn't make any sense to me. We dumped on fake news. We didn't dump on good news. The difference. I think a lot of people are going to be caught off sides here. Okay? That's my opinion. I'm hoping tomorrow we come in and we can play the pump seat. I'm ready for it, man. I'm feeling good. I like being a bull, man. I told you guys this. I love being a bull. I don't like being a bear. It's not fun. It's not fun. So we're going to talk more about Bitcoin today. so we can stay more positive. Let's go. Link Marine said no. Nah, Link Marine doesn't believe. Bass said I'm half. Bitcoin and Bitcoin. I love it, Bass. I love you. I love the diversification. At least you're all in Bitcoin. You know, $ Bitcoin counts too. What's going on, Dimitri? Good to see you, man. Easy said, I miss Bob so much. Hashtag free Bob. Me too, man. Me too. Even Mike, who Bob was the least favorite child of the family, right? He was the least favorite child. He lived in the basement. He drank Mountain Dews. He ate pizza, meatloaf. He didn't do anything productive for the family. But even Mike misses him, right?
Man, I miss Bob. Shit. He was like the only thing in life that made me laugh because he was so freaking stupid. Man, I miss that guy. Rest in peace, Bob. He lived a great 35 years in the basement. Christ, man. Would I love to see him drinking some Mountain Dews, complaining that we're out. Putting too much ketchup on the meatloaf, where we have to get a new ketchup bottle every damn day. Him complaining about how his stomach hurts, even though he eats like shit. I miss that guy.
Oh, man. You know what it is. You know what it is. What's going on, Wolf? So the best crypto YouTuber, hands down. I disagree. But I appreciate the kind words, man. There's other people who put way more effort into this than I do. To me, I always wanted this to be a hobby, right? When it feels like I'm trying to be the best, it is what it is. Good times bring the best out of me, Been watching since you became a Shibanichi. It's a Shibanichi. I'm no longer a Shibanichi. I'll be a Shibanichi. Maybe I'll be a Shibanichi one day. Maybe it will be. SPX. Man, I'll say, man, the chat being quiet makes me bullish, man. The chat for where Bitcoin is right now, right? For where Bitcoin is, last time we were pushing 28K, it was euphoric. You know what I mean? That was back here in June. Everyone was euphoric last time we were here. Now no one's here. It's making me feel bullish, man. It is. Literally no one's here, despite the fact that Bitcoin is pushing 29K here at the moment. And it's unlike the last two times we did that. I mean, we were euphoric back in March, we were euphoric back in June, and now it's a ghost town. You know what I mean? Tells me something, man. It tells me something. That time capitulation is working, okay? And that we're on our way, right? That we're on our way. And when you only see one chat every 10 seconds, that's when the lows are probably in for the altcoin market. We got a little bit lower to go, though. Wayne said, a daily update. There are less than 1.484 billion Bitcoin left to mine. Let's go, man. Let's go, Wayne. Wayne, I love being a Bitcoin maxi with you. I love it, man. Yeah, I understand. I understand now. I understand the way, Jamie said, I'm usually ghost listen. I'm on holiday, and you started this stream at a good time for UK. Yeah, the UK guys love this stream time. US, not so much. But that's okay. That's okay. When it's a bull market, people watch crypto stuff even at work. So it doesn't even matter. Give it 6 months, everyone will be in here despite being at work. It doesn't matter. I'll name my yacht Wayne if he names his bathwater. Let's do it, Bath. Let's do it, man. Hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag BTC. Anyways, Bitcoin. Let's talk some charts. So Bitcoin, I The bear's argument right now is the head and shoulders pattern. And sometimes with these patterns, and I don't want to be the guy who sits up here and says it's so obvious, so it's not going to play out. How many times I've said that and you actually seen a pattern play out that's so obvious? Like a noob that comes into crypto can see the head and shoulders. They can bring up the chart and say head and shoulders. That's the first pattern you learn when you come into crypto is the damn head and shoulders pattern, right? It's the most obvious thing in the world. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to play out just because it's obvious, right? Because it could be a psyop thinking it's obvious, but it actually plays out. That's the bear's argument right now. I'm kind of looking at this in a slightly different way. I think, the issue with this candle here is the big wick on the upside. But I think when I look at this, I say, all right, this was a big resistance level here, right? This obviously, we came up, we couldn't get back above, we got flushed. Same thing here, right? We came up, we couldn't get above, we got flushed. Right? Came up, couldn't get above, we got flushed. I think the most bullish thing right now that's happening, there's two things that I think are bullish right now. It's the flip of the resistance into support. You can see that Bitcoin tried to flush down and then held this so far today, right? You can see the strength at that previous resistance flipping as support, right? Obvious thing, just doesn't take a genius to say that, right? I think the other thing that actually makes me bullish is the fact that Bitcoin's holding and pushing higher while the altcoins are going lower. Now you might be saying, why is that bullish? Because guys, every bull, if you want a true bull market, Bitcoin has to lead. You can't be Bitcoin and the altcoins pumping together. There's not enough money for everything going up together. So what we need as the first step of the cycle, and this happens every single cycle, is we need Bitcoin to push up first, right? To get retail interested. We can't have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, AVAX, all these billion coins pumping together. There's not enough money. So what we need to see is altcoin money coming out of the altcoin market, which we're seeing today. Okay, pretty much every altcoin down 5, 4, 3% today, despite Bitcoin being green. We need to see people leaving the altcoin market, putting their money into Bitcoin, right? To push Bitcoin higher, get retail interested. And then later on, like we talked about, that's when altcoins get pumpage, is when Bitcoin has the hype. So those are the two things that are making me bullish right now. Altcoins going down despite Bitcoin going up, and Bitcoin holding previous resistance as support, right? Two very simple things, but I can also see the head and shoulders. So we got some work to do here. I just can't see, and this is just me right now, I was just thinking logically, I can't see who's gonna be selling Bitcoin right now. And I could be totally wrong about this. I just can't see someone who has been through cycles before. Because listen, the only people who are left in this market are people who've been here for a long time. No new people are coming in. Who's going to be selling their Bitcoin right now? 6 months before the halving, 5 months before the ETF final deadlines. It doesn't even make sense to me. And that's why I can't really be, can Bitcoin go slightly lower? Yes, we've talked about that. But I can't really be too bearish on BTC, right? Could we see 20, 21K? Yeah, I think that's possible if the stock markets get flushed. But the stock markets have been holding up like a rock here, right? So with SPX pushing up, I can't be too bearish on BTC. I just don't know who's going to be selling their BTC this close. Unless you're a noob and you haven't been through a cycle before, right? But that's my take, right? Once again, I think the most bullish thing is altcoins going down and Bitcoin going up. I know that doesn't feel good as an altcoin holder, but if you're an altcoin holder, that's what you want to see. Any type of move where Bitcoin and altcoins go up together is a fake move, because we know there's not enough money right now for everything to go up, right? So it's better for your altcoins to go up. Right? Sorry, it's better for your altcoins for Bitcoin to go up by itself. I know that doesn't even make sense, but it does, because you need Bitcoin to go higher for altcoins to go higher, right? We know this. This is a fact. This isn't based off feelings, right? What's going on, Jamie King? Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I'm freaking pumped though right now, and stack sats and be ready to have cash on the sidelines to buy altcoins when the time is right. If you have to buy altcoins a little bit higher, because maybe the altcoin bottom is in right now, right? We have no clue to know. That's the thing. Like you have no idea to know if the altcoin bottom is in. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't mind buying them a little bit higher, right? I don't mind buying them higher when I'm convinced that Bitcoin's in a true healthy uptrend, you know? And that's the thing. Stack sats, stack a cash position, and be ready to pounce when the time is right. That's it, right? And we're continuing to say this, man. But I think Bitcoin looks super strong right now. I am so impressed with BTC right now. And actually, I'm feeling really bullish right now. Like, because I'm seeing a lot of negative sentiment on Twitter after yesterday, when it doesn't make sense why there's negative sentiment. There's nothing bad that happened. You know what I mean? There's nothing bad that happened. I don't get it. You know, so Bitcoin's in an uptrend. I'm bullish. Let's go. And we'll see what ultimately ends up playing out, man. Let's get this shit, bro. Let's get this shit. Bass said, buy the alt when the BTC pair gets bullish. Thank you, Bath. Thank you, Bath. Thank you, Bath. A lot of them don't look bullish right now. So yeah, that kind of goes with it, man. One more dump by the end of the year could happen, man. Listen, that absolutely could happen. But in my opinion, if there was a dump, it would be because stocks are dumping, which would cause Bitcoin to dump. But I think mostly the dumpage in the crypto market would come from altcoins. I don't actually think that the big dump would come from Bitcoin. I think most of it would come from the altcoin market, right? And a lot of people that we sell in the altcoins would actually be going into BTC. What do they call it? Even Mr. Fink, the BlackRock CEO, the most powerful person in the world, just said 2 days ago, Bitcoin is a flight to safety. And I actually completely agree. You know, and I'm waiting for that inevitable trio: the Bitcoin halving, the ETF approval, and the bank failure. Because I know that bank failure is coming again. You put all those three things together, oh my God. Oh my God, you're going to want some Bitcoin exposure. You're going to want some Bitcoin exposure, man. And I know I sound a little bit like George today, but I just think everything's aligning for BTC, man. I do. What if the halving is actually priced in? You can make a case, but it would be the buy the rumor, sell the news. So that means you would want to be in it now and be out at the halving, right? So you got 6 months. 6 months, man. Let's get this shit. Anderson said, Jordan bullish. I'm putting in a short. That's what you said yesterday. How'd that short work out for you, buddy? You got blown out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Strap up.
Put in
We're
another
going
short,
to
my
the
friend.
moon.
Anderson, put in a short right now. Let me know how it works out for you. Put short Bitcoin right now. Short it right now. I'm telling you. Put in a short right now. Jim said, too many people here. Wake me up when we under 25. Hell yeah, man. Let's see. Bath said, did the Fed stop selling the Silk Road BTC? Exactly, Bath. Why aren't... Remember when the government sold their Bitcoin back in March? Why haven't they sold any since? Why haven't they sold any since? Because they know the prices are going higher. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Why would they... If this was the top, why wouldn't they be selling the Bitcoin right now? Come on, man. Let's get this shit, boys. Let's get this shit, man. Hit the freaking likes. Thank you, Stefan. And let's get this shit, man. Anyways, Bitcoin is moving up right now. Bitcoin's moving up. 28,554. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got today. Let's go back. Let's go to like the 1 hour time frame. See if we can get a little move on stream. That'd be nice. 28,550 at the moment. Let's get this shit. The Moon Boys will front run the Bitcoin halving and get retail wrecked. I love it. Hey, better to be before than after. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, fellas, let's try to get a little bit of a move here. So what we need to do today, okay? Let's bring out the Viking. All right, let's get the music playing. Now let's do this. I'm feeling this song today, man. I'm feeling this song today. Hold on. I don't know why I'm feeling this song today, but I am. Vikings! It's time to price in the ETF. No one thought we would pump on ETF news before yesterday. Now retail will feel scared of missing out. Let's get this shit, boys. If you have been stacking sats all year, I want to hear you in the chat right now. Give me your swords and give me your shields. We can do this together. Let's push it higher. Bass said Bitcoin's up 70% this year. They still don't believe. Yeah, you can't make them. If you can't make them believe, you can't make them believe. You know, if you can only do so much. You can only tell people to stack Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin as majority of your portfolio so many times before people get it. You know what I mean? You can only tell them so many times. But, you know, we want to keep stacking the altcoins. We can only tell me so many times, Beth. You know? Bitcoin's still my largest holding. Bitcoin should be your largest holding, man. Bitcoin should be your largest holding. Don't stop playing the song. Oh, shit. Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. It's time to price it in, fellas. Like I said yesterday, I think a lot of people pooped their pants. I think yesterday was a bad day for a lot of peeps. I think what yesterday was a lot of people not believing the ETF was going to do anything, right? But no, in all seriousness, I think what yesterday was a lot of people thinking the ETF was not going to cause price to go up. And then even though it was fake news, you saw the price pump, and I think a lot of people shat themselves and went, shit, it actually is making price go up. Probably bought here at 29 to 30K, thinking it's going to the moon, right? It came back down. It was fake news. Oh, the ETF pump didn't do anything. Sold here and are now thinking to themselves, shit, man. Like, I bought the top, I sold the bottom. Now, do I get back in? Why does price keep moving up? And I think that's a lot of people are thinking right now, my man. You know, and I think it's going to be a slow grind up. It's going to be a slow grind up. I don't know if it's going to be like a massive pump, but I do think as long as the stock markets hold up, you're going to see this ETF be priced in. Because I think a lot of people shat themselves yesterday, thinking that they missed out. Because if that news was real, they would have missed out. They would have missed out. Bitcoin will probably be significantly higher if that news was real. They would have missed out, and I don't think people are going to want to make that second mistake again here. So I think you're going to see a slow grind to the upside here. It's not going to be like an explosive move. We're going to see 35K in 2 days, but a slow grind, right? That the continued twop, kind of like how we've seen this whole move up is like this isn't explosive moves. It's been slow, right? Slow grind up, pull back, slow grind up, pull back, slow grind up, right? Are we probably at the pullback phase right now, right? And then we're going to see another grind up. It's going to be a slow grind. That's how it's been. That's how it's been since 24K. Just a slow grind up, you know? I dumped all my bags. Nice, man. Let's see. Alts will rip once they're bullish on BTC. You know, that's why it's important you hold a cash position so you can take advantage of the alts when they start to actually be bullish, right? Yeah, like you got to pay attention to the Bitcoin pairs, right? And that's it, man. Let's see. Anderson said I got a long order waiting at 27.3. We're gonna go down first. I will disagree, Anderson. I will disagree. That's what everyone wants now is the price to go down because they want to buy the dip now. I just don't know if it's going to go much lower here, in my opinion, because I think everyone's thinking the same way as I missed out on that pump. I want to buy the dip now. You know what I mean? And you know, sometimes it's a psychology game. You know, is you know, everyone wants to buy the damn dip so they don't miss out on the ETF now. You know, if everyone wants to buy the damn dip, then, you know, where's the dip? Where's the damn dip? Link Marine said 250 viewers and only 80 likes. Link, likes, what I've noticed about the like button is it depends on two things. How bullish I am. If I'm bearish, I ain't getting any likes. If I'm bullish, I'll get more likes.
And then how are altcoins performing? If altcoins performing good, likes up the wazoo. Altcoins performing bad, no likes. It is what it is. And I don't really show the likes, so it is what it is. I don't really care about the likes. I appreciate, because the like button doesn't mean anything. All the like button is how many times you shill the like button. I want you guys to come in and just enjoy hanging out and just liking the stream and hanging out. That's it. I don't care how many times you hit the damn like button, man. Do I appreciate it? Yes, it helps. It doesn't really help right now because they ain't new people watching crypto. But overall, I just want you guys to come in and hang out, enjoy watching the stream. That's it. Anyways, we're keeping an eye on BTC here. Like we said, I really like the price action here. Ignore the wick for the second. Just ignore the wick. I think this wick is going to throw a lot of people off. This wick right here is going to throw a lot of people off. If we can actually go to... If we can have to go to... It's just the high-low. No. How do you get rid of the damn wicks? I know there's a way to do it. So it's Heikinashi? No, Heikinashi is that. Anyways. I think this wick is going to throw a lot of people off here. All I see is you being able to close above a huge resistance level that you haven't really been able to do since August. You coming back down, holding that as support, and then pushing back up. That's all I see here. And then on the 4 hour, it's just basically, on the 4 hour, it sums it up, right? You had support, you dumped, you came back down, held it as support, had buying pressure, you get bought back up. That's all I see here on really the daily. It is what it is. Has he mentioned the like button yet? No. No like button. We like you without the likes. Thank you, Dimitri. Yeah, I like me without the likes too, man. Anyways, I think the other thing we can watch here is the S&P. S&P pushing up nicely today. The futures were getting crushed. The futures were getting absolutely crushed, but the S&P turned around and said, F you futures, I'm getting a bullish hammer candle. Boom! The daily is looking really good on the S&P here. That is a fantastic daily. You got back above this previous support level, right? See this? You basically reclaimed. You can't be bearish on. After this reclaim above this level here, you can't be bearish on the S&P here. You can't. Right? When you basically had this low, you had this low, and then you basically dumped back into it, held it as support, and started to push back up. The S&P looking fantastic now. NASDAQ coming into a resistance on the NASDAQ. We'll see how this plays out. What the frick is going on with this? There we go. We're coming into a resistance on the NASDAQ, but NASDAQ dumped on the futures. Boom, shot back up. Dollar still pushing down. Dollar was up big this morning. And then now it's getting sent back to the downside. So everything outside of crypto is looking pretty good, which is obviously what we need to see. We need to see stocks pushing up, dollar pushing down, to see anything from Bitcoin. But everything's looking pretty good for the bulls right now, I think. In most markets. Everything's looking pretty good for the bulls, man. Joey said it's going to be the soft landing that nobody predicted. I don't know what to think right now. I don't want to say that. I don't know what it's going to be. Squirt said, with all the bad shit that has happened in the last 2 years, Bitcoin has been a beast. Even though 15K hit, we were sharks and bloody waters, and it has paid off. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, considering the shit show that happened in the crypto market, that happened in the macro, I mean, I'm shocked. Like, if you went back to 2021 and told me all the things that happened the past 2 years, I would have told you Bitcoin would have went to like 3K or some shit. You know what I mean? And, I would, if you told me FTX would have imploded and we would have only went to 15K, I would have called you an idiot. I would have said we're going significantly lower. And we didn't, right? And I don't know. I don't know And I tell you, the timing of everything is quite funny because after we had that 15K bottom, the sentiment was super bearish. And then we started to move up. And who did you hear from? You heard from, and the funny thing is the timing. You didn't hear from BlackRock and Valkyrie and Fidelity and all these people when we were at the bottom. Why? Who's pushing price up? And then once we start moving up, then you start hearing from all our friends now, right? Now all of a sudden we're friends with BlackRock and Valkyrie. I think the timing is quite funny here, and I think everything is playing out, man. I think next year is setting up for, if everything goes to plan, it's setting up for a fantastic year, Oh my God, he got a membership. We are so back. I can't remember the last time we got a membership. It's been like 2 months since we got a fresh new membership, man. Actually, that wasn't even a new one. That was a membership message. The bull run will not be back until we get a new membership. I think that describes the sentiment too. Is like the membership levels. Not that I necessarily care. I appreciate you when you guys do that, but like I said, I don't really try to shill all that stuff because I think shilling groups and memberships is so cheesy to me. Like if you want to do it because you enjoy the stream, that's cool. But I ain't gonna be shilling all that stuff. I can't stand when people are shilling all that stuff, man. Mostly bought between 16.5K and 30K. Nice, man. Nice, dude. All right, Bitcoin. Are we just gonna sit here now? Are we gonna sit here and as soon as I get off, then we're gonna pop? That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, man. That's what we're gonna do. What's going on, guys? It's Big Boy. Yeah, I hate George's friend. Now George is involved in all this. I hate George's friend. Yeah. What's his name? Oh, I don't know, man. I want to fight that guy. That guy sucks. That guy literally sucks. Yeah, man. I'm just flipping out on everyone. I totally don't look like a lunatic. I totally don't look like a lunatic. I'm against everyone. Yeah. I still hang out with my mistress. My wife still loves me. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. I want to see a fight between BitBoy and Carlos, man. I want to see it. This is the best crypto channel in the interweb, Sushi. I'm waiting for it. Come on, man. I'll probably buy around 200, around $3 and call it. George Fight Club. Dude, it's peak. I think that's got to be the bottom signal. Like, that's got to be the peak sentiment bottom signal is George starting a crypto fight club. Like, dude, think about the things that have happened in the last month. BitBoy's gone broke. George, he has to start a crypto fight channel. Dude, you can't tell me that this ain't the sentiment bottom signal, bro. Or at least we're getting close. You know what I mean? Like we're getting close to like the final thing, right? You can't tell me, man. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be getting close, man. Like, there's no way. And if we're not close, then we're all doomed anyways. Oh, Lord, man. All right. Anyways, man. Some altcoins. So let's check out some altcoin charts. Yeah, I think, I look across the altcoin market and I'm seeing red. I'm seeing red, man. And there's some that are getting to some levels that I not that I want to be holding these at these levels, but I might be taking a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a little speculative play here. Uniswap's one of them. I love the ones that are starting to get some bad publicity. Bad publicity usually marks lows, right? So Uniswap has to implement a 0.15% fee. Oh my God. It's crazy, man. But Uniswap is coming back into this 340 support where it's gotten some pretty significant bounces historically, right? 1, 2, a little bit front ran it here. But if Uniswap comes back into 340, I might be looking at, like I said, am I going to be holding this? I don't know. It depends. Depends how it reacts to this level. But maybe for a little bit of a swing, at least back up to the bull market support band, right? we played into the support, right? It gets a little bit of squeeze up, cool. Then we decide, okay, we're gonna hold this or cut it. But I think Uniswap might be an interesting play into that support level there. Other than that, I mean, there's not much. There's not much, man. I mean, I want to buy more OP, but I don't feel comfortable right here. I don't feel comfortable right here. Some of these are still looking like, and we always look at the altcoin market, total 3 minus USDT minus USDC to look at the whole broad altcoin market. I still see this big descending triangle that I've seen for Bitcoin before. And that ended in one final capitulation that marked the low, right? And then we ended up coming up. And you remember 2018? Reminds me a lot of 2018 Bitcoin, the altcoin market right now. Could be wrong. Maybe this is the lows, and that's cool. I don't mind buying it. I don't have to time the exact bottom. That's the thing with altcoins, is you don't have to buy the bottom to make a shitload of money. You don't. You can buy 2x higher and still make a shitload of money on the altcoin market. So, yeah, man. That's still how I'm looking at the altcoin market. I could be wrong, like I said. And honestly, I prefer to be wrong because that means that they would go up faster. But, we'll see. We'll see on this. But this just sums up the altcoin market to me. It's just every pump is significantly lower, right? Lower, 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 lower. We keep hitting this support, we'll see what happens eventually. But that sums it up. I don't want to talk about that too much because that's just negative and depressing. And I don't want... I think it's something you do have to talk about, but it's not something I like talking about, right? You guys know me. I like being a bull, and I don't like being a bear, Let's see. Add your magnets back. Oh, my magnets are still here. My magnets are still here, man. They're still here. They haven't left. It's still here. Lord. I would rather be wrong than listen to Ben Cowan and tell him be wrong. True, man. Anyways, come on, Bitcoin. I want to get a little squeeze up here on the stream, man. I don't know if we're going to get it, though. Usually it doesn't like to move up while I'm on stream. It likes to do it exactly right when I get off. But this looks like it wants to run right here. I feel it in my bones. This looks like it wants to just blast right here. I can feel it. The dollar's dumping. You got stocks moving up. I feel like Bitcoin right now, this wants to get a little bit of a move, fellas. Right? I feel it in my bones, man. Like I said. And, I would love to be able to do this right now. Right? I feel it in my bones. So what we're going to do here, is try to get it set up, B. Cowan is the truth. I agree, Franco. Listen, people don't like Ben Cowan because he's telling them what they don't want to hear, right? And I've said that too, is I've been guilty of being a bull because, it's easier to be a bull. Let's be honest. I'd rather tell people what they don't want to hear, right? And tell them what I honestly think than, just calling for altcoin season every damn week. You know what I mean? It's not helping anyone. You know what I mean? It's not. And sometimes you have to be the bad guy, right? And I don't get it. Everyone doesn't like Cowan right now, but all he's trying to do is help people. You know what I mean? And I usually can tell who doesn't like Cowan based off of, people who don't like Ben Cowan are the people who are just knee deep in the altcoin market and probably don't hold any Bitcoin. Because listen, if you're even 50-50 Bitcoin altcoins, you're not really going to hate Cowan because, he likes Bitcoin, right? It's the people that are all 100% in altcoins that hate the shit out of Cowan, right? And I've been there before. But all he's trying to do is help, It's all he's trying to do. Rather than just calling for altcoin season every damn time the altcoins move 1% to the upside. You know what I mean? We could sit here on Crypto Banter and say that, listen, we're about to get a 5x move on the altcoin market every time they move up 1%. But, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It's because he rubs it in your face. Well, guys, don't bulls do the same thing? Bro, the other day, last week, right? Don't be a hater because someone's telling you that what they said is right. Just last week, there was this guy on Twitter. I'm being bearish on altcoins. AVAX moves up 10% and he's rubbing it in my face. He's like, oh, did you see AVAX? The one altcoin that moved up. Did you see it? You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. Bro, it's like, come on, man. Now where's AVAX? It's lower than that. You know what I mean? Bulls are worse. Bulls love to rub it in your face when they're right. You know, so like, it's a give and take. Don't hate someone because they were right and you were wrong. Accept it, move on, and be okay with it, man. Right? I mean, you gotta be okay with being wrong and know when to change your mind on stuff. Right? It's okay to change your mind. I had a hard time with that for a long time. Is changing my. I didn't want to change my mind. I just want to be freaking. As I'm lagging here and talking in a freaking. Bitcoin wants, dude. I got it in my bones right now. Bitcoin wants to pump right here, dude. Ain't no one selling Bitcoin right now. I'm sorry. I had it in my bones right now that Bitcoin wants to pump. Anyways, yeah. So, dude, it's okay being wrong, man. And you got to know when to accept it yourself and say, hey, I was wrong. You know, it all happens. It happens, man. We're all wrong. I'm wrong 90% of the time. But you know what? All you got to do is be right one time. And that changes everything. You know? So, anyways. Well, we got to keep this on because it's kind of working here. Let's see. He refuses to shill people's alts. Yeah, man. Don't be a hater, man. Don't be a hater, man. Don't be. I've been a hater before. And it is what it is. Only hate on Savvy because Savvy's a perma bear. Cowan's not a perma bear. He's gonna be a bull when it's time to be a bull, right? Savvy, yes. You know what I mean? Savvy's up for grabs. You know. Anyways, let's go back over here. Should I keep on the moon costume, guys, or should I take it off? You let me know. I feel like it's slightly distracting from the price action. So we're going to take it off. Hopefully that doesn't cause a dump. You know? Jordan giving an all-time great rant in the ridiculous space filter. You know what it is, man. We do the
Rant alert.
we do the rants in the most ridiculous things, man, you know? What's going on, Clint? Should I gotta keep it on? Okay, we gotta keep it on. We gotta keep it on. we gotta keep it on, fellas. Because Bitcoin, is anyone else feeling the bones right now? Does anyone else feel the pressure building up right here? I can feel it, man. I can feel the FOMO. I think a lot of people looking at this 1 hour chart right now feeling the FOMO. You know? Why does Bitcoin, I don't think it makes sense. Why does Bitcoin keep going up? It should be going down right now. That's going on in a lot of people's brains. Why are we going up? It doesn't make any sense. It's 29K. I gotta go in. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Man. Let's do this, baby. Let's do. Why is it going up? I'm short. Everyone told me to short. Let's get this, baby. Oh, man. We need the pump scene. Oh, dude, I gotta go soon too. This is gonna be the worst timing. I know exactly when I'm gonna have to leave right before this shit rockets up, man. I've got some pressure building up in my bones. Let's go, Stubble Dart. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Bath tried to short. Hey, we all tried to short, man. Listen, I tried to short cost 3 times. You know what I mean? And one of the times, man, it wrecked me. But, you know, we come back and we live another day. And we learn, you know, especially with Bitcoin, you know, when Bitcoin's in honey badger mode, we don't touch that shit, right? We don't touch that shit when Bitcoin's in honey badger mode. And I feel like right now, it's in honey badger mode. You know? So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. You leave Bitcoin pumps. We already know what it is. We already know what it is. Tuesdays are historically an up day. That is true. That is true. That is very true. What's the most bearish day? What's the most bearish day? I'm curious. I feel like I heard this before. But I don't remember what the answer is. You know? Give it my 2-week notice at McDonald's. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta go clock in at McDubs. Exactly, yeah, I gotta go clock in at McDubs, man. We gotta make that DCA money, man. We gotta make the DCA money. It is what it is, right? Work hard now and relax later, right? The hard work that goes in now will be rewarded later, my friends, right? Sunday is the most bullish day for Bitcoin. I'm actually shocked about that because everyone always says that Sunday is usually the worst day. You know what I mean? So I'm actually shocked at that. In 2021, it was Sunday most bearish. Yeah?
Yeah, every Sunday was a dump.
Yeah. Sunday was the CME dump day. Because everyone's always like, oh, you know, the Sunday dump. Maybe it was just 1 year. Maybe on average Sunday, like Sundays are usually the best days. I feel like Wednesday, I feel like it's just a randomly bad day. Maybe Friday, you know? Mondays? Yeah, I can see Monday too. All right, guys, I think this is how it's going to be. Bitcoin's going to sit right here at resistance until I get off, but it ain't selling off at resistance, which is a good sign. I think it's going to end up sitting right here until I end the stream, unfortunately. But I feel it in my bones we're going to get a pump today. How high will it go? I don't know. And honestly, like I said, I'm not expecting any like really explosive moves. I think it's going to be a slow grind to the upside. So I wouldn't be expecting, you know, a 32K this week, right? I think it's going to be a slow, methodical move as slowly the bears capitulate in FOMO, right? And not wanting to miss out. It's not going to be like this one candle pump. It's going to be like kind of how it's been this whole move up, right? It's been, we move up a little bit, we pull back for a week, right? We move up a little bit, we pull back for a week. We move up for a little bit, right? Maybe we go to 30K again, and then we pull back again, right? Slow, methodical move. Once again, I wouldn't be expecting anything crazy to happen. I would gladly be wrong. I would gladly take a rocket ship to 32K right now, but I wouldn't be looking for that, you know? I think another move to maybe 29 to 30K, you know, is certainly reasonable here. But let's get this shit. All right. I'm out of here, fellas. I'll catch you guys later. And, you know, we'll see where we're at tomorrow. How about this? Actually, no, Maj ain't going to like this. Maj, I was going to say, when I get back tonight, if we pump, I'll do a night stream. But she might not like that. So we'll see.
I don't think the neighbors will like that.
Oh, no, they won't like that either. Anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. And we'll see where Bitcoin ends up, fellas. Once again, stack sats, stack a cash position too, and be ready to pounce when the time is right. But the time may be right. I mean, now you're kind of FOMOing. Now you're kind of, I mean, for Bitcoin, you're kind of FOMOing. But if you're DCAing, I don't mind the DCA strategy for Bitcoin. So let's get this shit. Anyways, peace later. Have a fantastic Tuesday, my fellas. Let's get this shit, man. 6 months to the halving, 5 months to the ETF deadline. Rate hikes most likely being over. We got I think we got a good 2024 ahead of us, fellas. So build it now, man. Build it now. Peace.